Greetings fellow Decepticons, Soundblaster1987 here with part 2 of my SO-DO Chronicle Genocider Candy Toy Kit review. This time I'm going to be focusing on Kamen Rider Ouja's contract monster, Venosnaker. For those who don't know, Venosnaker is a gigantic purple cobra with black, gold and silver detailing. As the name Ouja implies, King Snake, the Japanese translation of Ouja's name into English. So, as you can see here, I've got Venosnaker attached to the display stand that comes with the set. Normally this display stand would be used to keep the Stingray Evildiver floating, like a sentient hoverboard type thing, but I figured it would be useful for this review as well. If I could just rotate some of these components for a moment. That's more like it. So, as you can see, Venosnaker has got a very similar bodily structure to Dragreder, the red Chinese dragon from Ryuki himself, as you'll note from my Kamen Rider Ryuki figurized standard review, link in the description. Now, much like Dragreder, the Venosnaker body is extremely long and thin and full of segmented ball joints for optimum articulation. So, for articulation, the head can tilt up and down, the jaw can open and close, and the tongue is also hinged separately in there as well. Actually, no it isn't. Forgive me, the tongue is attached to the inside of the headpiece, so that won't be moving. But there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 ball jointed segments on the torso, plus a slight ball joint like connection for the Venosnaker sword weapon from the tip of the tail, which can come off and be attached to the Kamen Rider Ouja SO-DO Chronicle figure, which obviously is sold separately. I don't currently have Ouja's snake staff accessory with me at the time of recording. I do still own the accessory, I just don't have it to hand for this video. But with Ouja's hands being made of slightly rubbery soft plastic, you can place the Venosnaker inside his hand like so. The Ouja figure does come with its own copy of the Venosnaker, which is practically identical to this, save for a gold sticker on the back of the, pommel I think it's called, the bit of the bottom end of a sword hilt. It's a little difficult to get Ouja's fingers properly manipulated to fit the Venosnaker, so bear with me, and there we go. Kind of resembles the Spiral Saber from Power Rangers in Space, the Red Ranger's drill-shaped sword thing, if you ask me. Now, in addition to this, Venosnaker also comes with a second scalp piece for the upper jaw, because one of them comes with a hole to attach the Metalgelas horn forehead plate as Genocider's headpiece. The other one doesn't. It also comes with an alternate couple of card-holding hands for Kamen Rider Ouja to swap out for the ones he already came with. So there's the Unite vent card, which allows him to force Venosnaker, Evildiver and Metalgelas to combine into Genocider. There's also a claw for the display arm, which is supposed to be used with the Metalgelas component, so as to show Kamen Rider Guide launching off of Metalgelas' shoulders for a horn first thrusting strike attack of some sort. And there is also the final vent card for Genocider's final attack. There's also a sticker sheet here that contains additional optional variants for the cards, and more back of the hand purple detailing for Kamen Rider Ouja's alternate hands. You'll forgive me there's a small panel missing off of this segment. This is what allows Metalgelas and Evildiver and Venosnaker to combine into Genocider by pegging together into place. One of the little ridges on the segment would normally be filling in this gap, but for the sake of making the combined mode review easier, I've left it off. For size comparison, here is Venosnaker next to Evildiver, the Stingray, Metalgelas, the Rhino Minotaur monster, and my previous review subject, Mattel's Glory Days Mr. Incredible, the 2019 remake, so you can see how much bigger than him the Snake is. You'd have to be Mr. Incredible to want to wrestle this thing barehanded, I can tell you. So, that more or less concludes my review of Venosnaker. I have been Soundblaster1987. Join me again next time for part 3 when I'll be reviewing Evildiver from the same set. Till then, till all are one.